How you doing? It's Sandesh here, and I'm doing a video or an article on pushsquare.com, and this is just so funny. It's um, it's called Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed on PS5 until 14th of February, and by the way, Valentine's Day as well. Um, I'm gonna get into the article now. Um, Ubisoft's anticipated Japanese sandbox Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed on PS5 until 14th of February. The game was originally due on 15th of November but was pulled out of the Tokyo Game Show at the very last minute earlier this week. It means February is going to be a very congested period for new releases, with other big games such as Like a Dragon Pirate and Yakuza in Hawaii and Monster Hunter Wilds out on 28th of February. I don't know why the hell that they would put Assassin's Creed Shadows in the same month as Monster Hunter Wilds. You are not going to be able to compete against that. And if anything, Monster Hunter Wilds are going to end up crushing you. And I actually think that as popular as Assassin's Creed Shadows is, I actually think Like a Dragon's going to end up taking away some of its sales. I could be wrong, because the thing is, because by all accounts, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I mean, Final Fantasy Rebirth should have wiped the floor with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth in sales, but it pretty much didn't. And and while people have pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Shadows, as far as like being like, oh, I can't wait to play this game, I'm not really seeing much of that, to be honest. And I can't say I blame people, because they intentionally took a piece of Japanese history, and what they did was they did nothing but DEI bullshit to it. That was what they did. Another country's culture. That was what they did. It's history, and I don't blame the Japanese government wanted to sue Ubisoft for it, because that's pretty messed up, to be honest. If they wanted to do a Japanese Assassin's Creed game, you could have based it on a Japanese you could have based it on a Japanese assassin. There's no way you couldn't have. I mean, look at and I'll get into I'll talk about it more, but I'll just finish reading this off. In a statement, the French publisher said it had learned from the launch of Star Wars Outlaws and wanted to polish the release further. Please, it wants to polish the game further. That is bullshit. This is Ubisoft we're talking about. They never do that at launch. They worry about that afterwards. While the game is feature complete, the learnings from the Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to further polish the title, the firm explained. This will enable the biggest entry in the franchise to fully deliver on its ambition, notably by fulfilling the promise of our dual protagonist adventure with um, Naui. I think that's what it says. Apologies about the pronunciation. And Yasuk, bringing two very different gameplay styles. Elsewhere, the organization also said it will deviate from its traditional season pass model, with everyone who pre-orders able to experience the release's first expansion for free. There will be no early access either. Everyone will be able to play the same on the same day, um, from 14th of February. Sony announced Ghost of Yotei overnight, a rival open world game set in historical Japan. While this is unlikely to have influenced Ubisoft's decision, the existence of the Sucker Punch sequel will potentially have an impact on Assassin's Creed Shadows, especially with a 2025 release window attached to the PS5 exclusive. I guarantee you this, because isn't it a coincidence that the day after the announcement of the next of Ghost of Yotei, that this came out? It was like, oh, they pulled out the very last minute of the Tokyo Game Show. This happened the day after State of Play, which by the way, if you want my thoughts, there was only four games there was only four games that caught my interest. The others I don't give a shit about. Hell is Us, Soul Reaver, um, um, Ghost of Tsushima, and and I think Luna as well. Even though I'm not gonna play Luna, but it caught my surprise because I didn't expect that. But apart from them four, I didn't care about anything else. Um, but yeah, I guarantee you, the Ghost of Yote was a major influence on why they not only backed at the Tokyo Game Show, but also delayed the game as well. Because again, so much justifiable anger for what they did, for what they did on Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I don't blame people for getting. And I don't blame the Japanese government on wanting to sue Ubisoft. I don't know if they have already have, or they're going to. But I heard I heard that they're going to, but I really don't blame them at all because Ubisoft deserve it because they do this sort of shit. And obviously, Sweet Baby Inc has got a hand in this, but the thing is, as I've said before many times, Sweet Baby Inc Sweet Baby Inc is not gonna give a shit. They don't care. They've already got their fee, and that's it. That's all they care about. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.